Tonight, we take a look at Startalk
and how impact affects parents. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Start.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for July 13th, 2015. I'm Christy Henderson.
And I'm Jordan Elston. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University now has a new presence in Phoenix City. The university has officially opened its newest building in downtown Phoenix City. William McCarthy has the details.
Troy University officially opened its new riverfront campus along the banks of the Chattahoochee in Phoenix City on Friday. The 48,000 square foot, $11.5 million facility will house Troy's business, nursing, and social work programs for the Phoenix City campus.
I think this is probably one of the most exciting days in the 40-year history of our service to Phoenix City and the Columbus area. It makes a statement about not only the great tradition of the university, the collaboration that we enjoy with the city, but also the future. I think this is a first major step towards a bright future for all concerned.
City leaders are excited about what this new building will mean for plans to help revitalize the downtown area of Phoenix City.
What we were looking for on the riverfront was something that could be a true anchor and a foundation for what we were trying to do from a transformation perspective on the riverfront. And when you do that, you look for something that you can pretty much bank on is going to be there and stand the test of time. And what better way than a higher education building with Troy University? And we're banking that this is our anchor for all the transformation on the riverfront from this point going forward.
And Troy University does have some experience in helping revitalize downtown areas. The university has historically been seen as a major factor in similar efforts in the capital city.
We had a remarkable experience in Montgomery in terms of being the anchor for what ultimately became the renaissance of downtown Montgomery. We think this step in Phoenix City will parallel the experience that we had there. And now we've begun to see other businesses begin to move into this community. What we will see is the rebirth of downtown Phoenix City.
The riverfront building is one of two locations for the school in Phoenix City, but Hawkins says that may not be the case in the future.
When we initiated the project, the thought was not to relocate everything, but as we moved through the project and as we have realized how important this location is, we are convicted to ultimately moving all of our academic programs and public service functions to this location.
William McCarthy, Troy TrojanVision News.
In addition to the riverfront facility, Troy currently shares a campus with Chattahoochee Valley Community College in Phoenix City.
For 2 weeks, Troy University taught students about Chinese language and culture at the annual Startalk Camp. And on Saturday, the campers got to show off all they learned during the 2 weeks. The Startalk graduation ceremony was held Saturday in the Claudia Crosby Theater. The ceremony included a show where the students showed off some of the performance-based subject learned during the camp, featuring songs, martial arts, and dances, including the famous dragon and lion dances. The ceremony wrapped the 5th year the Startalk Camp was held on campus.
Semester for Troy University starts on Wednesday, August 12th, and the weekend before that, students will be moving into on-campus housing. The school is looking for volunteers to help with the moving process. Move-in weekend will be Saturday, August 8th and 9th. Housing is looking for anyone who is interested in volunteering on those days to help make the process a little easier, whether it's moving luggage or just being a friendly face.
It can be a stressful day, having to separate, parents leaving sometimes their only child here, or it's the first time the child has ever, or the student has ever been away from home. So it can be a stressful day. So we want to make it as pleasant as we possibly can, and we want them to see that we welcome them, and it gives everyone that opportunity to get to know some people and see that the people at Troy are friendly, and make them feel at home.
If you are interested in volunteering, you can contact Burks via email at sburks@troy.edu. Volunteers will receive a t-shirt for helping out during the weekend. Housing is asking people to volunteer by July 30th if possible.
And now, taking a look at news from around the state, authorities say a Montgomery man has been arrested in connection to the beating death of his girlfriend's 5-year-old son. Police say 23-year-old LaTravis Wright is charged with 1 count of capital murder in connection to the death of Zayron Adair on Wednesday.
Gulf Coast officials worry that their communities won't get their fair share of Alabama's $2.3 billion portion of the BP oil spill settlement. Gulf Shore's Mayor Robert Kraft says members of the Gulf Coast Recovery Council have unanswered questions about the settlement.
Authorities say the body of a 54-year-old man has been recovered in the Coosa River. The Etowah County coroner says the body of James Herman Garrett was found about 7 o'clock last night.